All right, so the question that has come up for this mother-daughter chat is about menstrual cycles, periods, all of those things. My daughter is 11, and we've been having so many conversations about body parts and just the way our wombs work, and it's just been really interesting to hear her perspectives. So, Zaya, how old were you when you received your menstrual cycle?
I was 8.
Oh my. Okay, can you explain to my audience or to the audience like what was it like for you?
Oh, so I was my dad was cooking dinner, right? And it was like steak or something like that. And I was having like cramps. Like at the time I didn't know it was cramps, but like my stomach was hurting so bad. I was just on the ground and it was hurting. And then after he finished cooking dinner, we sat down at the table. And then after we ate dinner, I went to the bathroom. I used the bathroom and I saw blood. So I don't know if I can say what I said when I said that. Can I say it, please?
It's just open. Go ahead.
Okay. So I screamed. At this time I was doing like a number 2. So I screamed, "There's blood coming out of my butt." I screamed that. And then I don't really know what happened after that, but all I know is my stepmother gave me a pad and like taught me how to use it. Mm-hmm. And yeah,
so Zaya and I were in a co-parenting situation. So she was actually at her dad's house when this happened. And of course, I'm like, far away at the time, and I was like, oh my gosh, my baby is growing up and she's a little young lady now. And we had already kind of prepared her for this, mentally and spiritually, and so welcoming her to womanhood was just really powerful. And now we practice self-care and self-honoring our menstrual cycle. So I know I was 13 when I got my menstrual cycle, and it was like one of the most craziest days because I remember going to school and I wore white pants, and next thing you know, I got blood on my white pants, and y'all should know, like, white pants and blood, just doesn't go together. It was like one of the worst days ever. I had to call my mom to pick me up. I had a jacket wrapped around my waist. I felt like the whole world could see through me. It was absolutely insane. And since growing through periods, the stigma is usually like it's nasty, it's dirty. So I try my best to have these conversations with my daughter to shift that narrative, to see it as something beautiful, something natural, something normal, and something that we honor as a part of our divine feminine body. So how do you honor your body, Zaya? How do you honor your body when you have your menstrual cycle? What are some things mommy taught you or some things you do that help you?
I try to rest more. I know, like, everybody says this, you have to rest, drink water on your period, but it's actually, like, true. Rest, drink water, try not to eat, like, heavy meats or, like, pork and things like that, because that's going to, like, tighten up your, like, cramp system, and then you're going to get, like, even more cramps. And drink lots and lots of water, because that's what's going to get you through it. And try to, like, rest and take it easy. And, like, if you need to, you can cancel plans with, like, friends and things like that. Because it's, like, you're honoring your body. Like, you have to do what's best for your body. Because if you don't do what's best for your body, it's going to backfire on you.
That's deep. And that's powerful. That's powerful. I'm so happy to hear you learning these things. I hope I've been a really beautiful influence on you when it comes to wellness and honoring our bodies and our periods. I grew up in a generation where these types of things weren't readily talked about in our household. So I try my best to have these open dialogues with my daughter now to practice, just having a little bit of expression in just showing that it's beautiful to honor our bodies and to rest. I love to hear my 11-year-old talk about rest. It's a gift, an ancestral gift to our bodies to know when to just rest. So this was just a brief conversation about periods and taking that time. And so Zaya, is there any advice you have for young girls who are getting their periods and are a little nervous?
In the end, it'll all be fun. You'll get used to it over time. I've had my period for like 4 years now. So like, I think I've gotten like used to it. I'm not fully used to it because I'm still learning as I go. But you'll get used to it over time. Also, I had this one time where I was getting very worried because like a clot of blood came out of me, and I thought it like my intestines like came out of me. I was very, very scared. So if that ever happens and you're like really concerned about it, tell an adult whom you trust. And if it like happens and nobody's around, then like try to like calm yourself down and like check if it's actually like something. But it like kind of, I don't think it would really happen on a period and things like that. And another advice for cramps: if you have cramps, try to take a hot shower because that does the trick.
Those hot showers, like putting something hot on the womb.
Yes.
Some tea. Mommy makes you some tea. We have tea time. That's really, really good advice. So, well, we send all of the young girls and teens a lot of love during their menstrual cycles. We send a lot of our women friends and a lot of our people in our circle who support women and their bodies. We send you all so much grace and ease and plenty of rest to honor your bodies, and maybe have these conversations with a young girl that you know, to just shift that narrative toward body positivity and loving ourselves in this way. So thank you, Zaya. Say thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me. And we all wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.
Bye.